The new Dota update today included a new Dota Plus season, which includes a new battle report, reset achievements for earning new shards, and a new Dota Plus treasure, which unfortunately for the first time does not include an unusual courier. This Dota Plus treasure does include some really interesting sets for different heroes, and it includes some weird new features in these sets that we haven't seen before. So I'm going to go through all of the sets in this treasure, but I also have some really interesting tricks to share with you about unusual couriers that were locked in old Dota Plus treasures that you can still unbox today. However, the sets in this Dota Plus treasure aren't complete bottom of the barrel workshop slime like they often are, and they do actually include some really interesting sets in this treasure. They cost 10,000 shards per treasure, and there are 9 sets available to unlock. The Earthshaker set has a really interesting totem. It's really large, and it fits quite well with his Arcana. That's about the only interesting thing in his set. I really like the Enigma set in this treasure because it's the first set for Enigma to not include colours that are outside of his colour scheme, so it keeps most of his hero purple instead of it turning white and gold. The most interesting set in this chest by far is the Kunkka set. Firstly because it just looks really cool, but it mixes incredibly well with his prestige item as well as some of his old cash sets that are set undersea. But the most interesting thing about this set here is that his arm is replaced with a cannon. The way that they've achieved this is a bit strange and leaves you with a very odd bug that you can use with your other mixed sets for Kunkka. So his arm slot itself removes part of his other arm model, and the only cosmetic are these white stripes on his right arm. If you equip that arm slot item, it removes his left arm entirely from the model. It just disappears. It's meant to be replaced with the cannon slot, which is in the miscellaneous items, but if you don't equip the cannon and you equip the arm slot, your hero is left entirely without a left arm. It looks super janky, but the set is really cool in my opinion, and it's one of the very best we've ever seen in a Dota Plus treasure. The Phantom Assassin set looks pretty unique, however at the moment it's bugged and the back piece doesn't really load onto your hero properly. It just hovers behind your hero model and doesn't attach, so it's interesting to see this in games right now. The weapon item in this set actually includes 2 daggers on her left arm, which we haven't seen with any other PA sets either, so that's an interesting addition on its own. The Arc Warden set is totally fine. It's an Arc Warden set. I don't play the hero, so I have no interest in this. However, the Axe set is really interesting because although it looks quite plain, this is almost entirely a set to match with a really exclusive and hyper rare item that some owners are going to be really excited about. Axe has a really expensive cosmetic called the Axe of Fractos. It's worth about $1,000 and this set matches with that item perfectly. Otherwise, it's not particularly interesting for most players. The Abaddon set is utterly average. The Leshrac set isn't particularly interesting. Its only custom animations are those to make the weapon model work versus the base arms. And the Viper set, someone actually spent time making this so we can enjoy it, but here it is. It exists. Anyway, the lack of an unusual courier is really disappointing, and it's been following a trend recently in Dota 2, but I have some interesting things to share when it comes to Dota Plus unusual couriers. I believe with this new Dota Plus update, some sets were added to the legacy sets page, which weren't there before. I might be wrong, I can't quite remember, but regardless, my point stands. There are about 6 Dota Plus couriers which are thought to be impossible to obtain in any way today. They're not tradable, not marketable, and they're from Dota Plus treasures which are no longer sold. That's actually technically not true. These 5 couriers are possible for you to unbox. It's just hideously expensive and costs Dota Plus shards, which are a capped currency that you cannot infinitely earn. The use case for this trick is quite small. You're going to need at least 1.5 million Dota Plus shards, which some users do have laying around, but it's also likely if you have 1.5 million shards, you probably got one of these couriers when they were released. But regardless, if you have 1.5 million up to 2 million Dota Plus shards, you can obtain any of these locked couriers. It's going to cost you anywhere from 1.5 to about 3 million shards. But what you can do is you can find a set from one of those treasures, which includes the locked courier that you're looking to obtain, and purchase 6 of those sets from the legacy shop for 15,000 shards each. It's going to cost you 90,000 shards for the first treasure, and then every treasure after that is going to cost you 75,000 because you can recycle the drop from the treasure as well as the ones you have to rebuy to get a new treasure to unbox. These unusual couriers that are locked in Dota Plus treasures typically take around 20 to 25 treasures to unbox. Now, it would cost, if you're starting from scratch, 1.5 to 3 million shards. However, the actual use case for this trick is mostly players who went really deep into a Dota Plus treasure in the past and never ended up getting their unusual drop. So maybe you went 20 treasures deep in an old season and never actually got the unusual drop, but your escalating odds are still there. So you can purchase a couple of sets from the legacy store and recycle recycle them to get some of these old treasures to unbox and get your courier that you should have gotten many seasons ago. Finally, the most interesting trick by far is the Wintry Treasure 2022. There are 2 sets in this treasure which are available on the Steam market, but by far the cheapest is the Obsidian Atrocity set for Lifestealer. You can purchase 6 of these sets off the Steam community market for wallet funds and recycle them to earn this old removed Dota Plus treasure, which includes an unusual courier with escalating odds in the very rare quality, and have a guaranteed unusual unboxing of a courier after around 20 to 25 treasures because it uses escalating odds, and earn something that is in all other ways impossible to get and will be locked to your account as it's not tradable and not marketable. I've talked about this trick in an older video, but many new viewers will not know about this, so I wanted to share it again. I've linked that video down below. I've also linked the set if you're looking to buy them and do this trick to unbox the Wintry Treasure courier, which I think is really cool. But I'm going to be doing a giveaway in about 2 weeks time on my Dota 2 items and info Discord for something really interesting and very unique. I'm going to be giving away the opportunity to unbox your own unusual courier on your own account. This giveaway will be for about 160 Obsidian Atrocity Lifestealer sets, which you will be able to recycle on your own account for 27 Wintry treasures and unbox your own unusual courier. If you don't get it in 27, I will send you more sets until you do get it. I think this is a really unique giveaway, something that would be really cool to win, especially with something that is so unique and is locked to your account and cannot be sold. However, at the moment we have another giveaway running that's for an awesome unusual shark courier with Spirit of Earth effect with explosive burst prismatic. It looks really awesome in game, and you can enter this giveaway for free in the Discord link below. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you found these tips helpful or useful. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Dota 2 videos, and check out the Discord link in the description to enter the giveaways.